Hello YouTube. Today I will be showing you guys what's inside two ballasts. One of them an older one and the other one a newer one. The newer one's on top and the older one's on the bottom. The older one is obviously a lot larger, almost about 1.5 times the size of the top one. And the bottom ones are quite dangerous because they have PCBs, which are polychlorinated biphenyls. PCBs. They're not the printed circuit board type PCBs, but the actual chemical PCB. PCBs are known to cause a whole host of terrible diseases and problems to your health. So you don't want to open those up, and you don't want to open up ballasts in general because they're not worth it, and there's just tons of tar-like compound that you don't want to get in your lungs, and you just sell them as copper bearing. So I'm just going to take apart these two ballasts. It's really easy to take them apart. If you look, you can see, sorry for the shadowing, but you can see there's a little bolt there and a bolt there. We just remove those two bolts and we can take those guys apart easily. Just slide them out. So I'm going to do that right now. So on the older one, just stick it in there, which won't work. But I have my handy little tool here. I'm going to go ahead and snip off the wires first. Put that to the side. Those are heavy duty copper wires. Still can get that. Oh well. Can just be able to flip it over here. And we have ourselves a small, well, my camera's horrible so I won't zoom in, but there's a little flathead screwdriver screw. Just a flathead screw that we want to remove with our flathead screwdriver. I'm gonna do that right now. Sorry for the camera, it has issues. Anyway. Keep the same on the other side. Boom. So now I'm going to go on the left side here. This little plastic metal cover. I'm just going to pull that right out. And 3-hour wires here. These are all heavy duty copper wires with a copper core in it. And the ends are brass. So you got yourself copper, brass, and that's about it. Just snip those off. And there's a little piece of brass there. Yeah. Just rip off the other one as well. And there we go. Plastic may fly, so you may want to have some eye protection with you. Repeat the same on the other side. You do the same and undo these pieces of metal as well. And should be able to just pry these off. If not, you can just pull them off. Slip the wires. go. So some brass bearing bits. You can sell them as dirty brass if you want, or take a little bit of extra time and undo those and make a little extra money. So just undoing these wires. Okay, there we go. And there we go. So, there's a little piece of brass. And on the ballast here, we just snip it. And there we have it. Piece of copper motor. You can sell this as copper because they have transformers in them. Common knowledge. Now we just undo these little ends here that connect the wires together. Terminators, I think. I don't know. Or at least they provide some kind of connection between the wires. Kind of a cheap alternative to soldering. So we got a whole bunch of thick #1 insulated. You can strip that easily and make more money than just selling it as wire. And there's a little drawstring here. There may be some silver in there, but it's not worth my time. Now to go to the newer one. It's a lot more simple and a lot less wiring. So we're gonna do the tiny little screwdriver, tiny little screw holding this ballast in place. Cool. And we've already freed the ballast. So we cut the wires. Jeez, these are thick wires. But I'll just cut them one by one. And we have it. And on the other side, there we go. Another heavy piece of copper motor. Now, these ends here. Be very careful when you're dealing with these because the metal is sharp and can cut you. I haven't been cut yet. I probably should be wearing gloves, but I don't have them available at the time, and I just want to make a video for you guys. So, yeah, just twist your little screwdriver, insert it in there, twist it, and release. It releases the ends. Now we just cut them, and you got yourself a brass end. Repeat on the other side. You're most likely always going to get a set of 4 of these connections, since they're just usually just come in sets of 2. They're paired together in parallel. So, stick it in there, twist, and they pop right out. You definitely want to wear gloves and a mask because these do have a lot of dust on them. Especially if you're susceptible to dust allergies, like asthma or something. You definitely want to wear gloves and a mask. You don't see me, but I am wearing a mask. Just kidding. But I should be. So, more #1 insulated. And the rest of it's steel. So, that is how you scrap ballasts. Just remember, don't ever open them up, or at least don't open them up if they don't say no PCBs on them, because those that do not say that usually do, and they're usually manufactured before 1980s, I think, or 70s. And the easiest way to tell is on the label, right there, you can see it says no PCBs. That's a good sign that you know this thing does not have any toxic material in it. So if you see it leaking, you don't need to worry about PCB exposure. But on this one, there's no marking whatsoever about no PCBs. So, yeah, don't open these up. If you're going to open one up, at least don't open these, because it increases your risk of cancer. So yeah, just a couple minutes and you make a lot of money. So that's all I have for you guys. Hope you found that video useful and interesting. And thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more content from the E-Scrap Man. And I'll see you guys later.